afternoon, social media. Man, I hope everyone is excited for the upcoming holidays. Right now, I'm so excited about what happened this past Sunday, I can't even fucking contain it. So let's cue the intro video. No Mercy Sports coming at you, baby!
Nobody can stop me now.
You know, honestly, I've seen a lot of stupid plays over the years of watching football. I mean, former Lions quarterback Dan Orlovsky unknowingly running out of the end zone against the Vikings, causing a safety. Jimmy Garoppolo dropping back to pass, and he too unknowingly stepped out of the end zone, causing a safety. One of the more iconic blunders is the infamous butt fumble by Mark Sanchez against the Patriots on Thanksgiving. But none of those compare to the dumbass decision Jacoby Myers pulled Sunday against the Raiders. See, when Stevenson was getting a big game as time was expiring, he pitched the ball back to Myers, who then decided to fucking run 6 yards backwards, then try to lateral it to Mac fucking Jones, who was an additional 10 yards back. Now, Jones got the ball, but it was Chandler Jones on the Raiders. After Jones got the ball, he sent Mac Jones to the fucking Shadow Realm, and the Raiders would win in one of the craziest walk-off fashions I've ever seen in football. Now, what in the actual fuck was Myers thinking pulling some bullshit like that? Don't try to be the fucking hero and keep the ball alive. Take the tackle and try to win the game in overtime instead, you fucking dipshit. I'd say hopefully you learned from this, but you're probably off the team after pulling some moronic shit like that. I know I'm not in the NFL, for obvious reasons. In any case, I wouldn't even try doing something stupid like that. Hell, fucking Rain Man would know to not do something that stupid. Man, shit can't get any crazier than that. But, hey, aside from Myers being the dumbest fucking player alive on Sunday, Saturday showed something that will be known as the biggest comeback in NFL history. The Colts had a 33-point lead against the Vikings on Saturday, but unfortunately for the Colts, Matt Ryan was under center. Now, no way Matt Ryan and the Colts blow the biggest lead in NFL history, and the Vikings mount the biggest comeback in NFL history. Right? Well, history shows that since the infamous 28-3 comeback in the Super Bowl, Matt Ryan can't hold a fucking lead to save his life. Now, granted, Matt Ryan is not a two-way player, but the fact he couldn't lead the offense to more points in the second half instead of merely 3 points, you know, it really makes you wonder. To quote WWE superstar Damian Priest, Matt Ryan, you're done. It's over. You're washed. In other words, fucking retire already. As for you, Indianapolis, quit trying to find quarterbacks you think you can replace Andrew Luck. Phillip Rivers, failed. Carson Wentz, choked, failed. Matt Ryan, fucking failed. And that's not even the full list of quarterbacks the Colts have had since Luck retired. You know, it's actually sad because Ryan will now be known for blowing not only a Super Bowl lead, but for the largest regular season lead. The Colts better get their heads out of their asses and get a quarterback in this year's draft. Otherwise, hell, why not bring in Drew Brees to be your next quarterback? Much like Jeff Saturday, he's an analyst, but at least he's got experience. But let's put this into perspective. I know Matt Ryan isn't a two-way player because he turned to dust if he was, but this shit isn't going away anytime soon. The fact that the Colts played like bums in the second half and only came away with 3 points is embarrassing. Good thing the Colts don't have a chance at going to the playoffs, otherwise they would be out in the fucking wild card. Ugh. This shit can't get any crazier. But I mean, if you told me the teams in the NFC East would all be in the playoffs if the playoffs started tomorrow, I'd probably say you're fucking nuts. But, believe it or not, that is the case. The Eagles, with the best record in the league, the Cowboys, the Giants, and Redskins all have spots in the playoffs. Speaking of the Giants and Redskins, they were the Sunday night game this past Sunday. And don't get me wrong, it was a good game. But in the final minutes of the game, controversy would make its presence known. Oh man, the Redskins were at the goal line and on the verge of scoring. But before the play could go off, receiver Terry McLaurin lines up and checks not only once, but fucking twice with the ref, and the ref gave the okay. As soon as the play starts, boom, fucking flag for illegal formation. What the fuck, ref? I'm a Giants fan, and the fact that McLaurin checked twice with you and you didn't say anything shows how stupid you are. If that wasn't bad enough, the refs missed one of the most obvious pass interferences I've ever seen. Did we have Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and Helen Keller as refs for that fucking game? Seriously, in my honest opinion, the Redskins should have won that game. Again, the fact that McLaurin literally had to check twice with the ref to make sure that he was good and a penalty was still called shows how stupid that fucking shit was. And the fact that they missed the pass interference says a lot. Honestly, the Redskins are winning out after this fucking blasphemy and still getting into the playoffs. Now, granted, they have some tough games for their next 2 games, but they are going into those games with chips on their shoulders. Oh, man. Okay. Let's take a chill pill and calm the fuck down because it's time to make some NFL predictions. But first, Zach fucking Wilson, your time is done, kid! The fucking 4th string quarterback the Jets had to take your place and put together a better drive in his first appearance than you fucking did all game. 9 for 18 for 92 yards and 1 interception? You're done, kid. The fact that Chris Straveler did better than you and showed how big of a bust you turned out to be. In any case, it's no surprise that the Jaguars won last night. Moving on, getting things started with the games happening tomorrow, I got Buffalo over Chicago. Sorry, Bears. Up next, New Orleans is headed to the frigid cold of Cleveland to take on the Browns. Piece of advice, New Orleans, stay away from the massage parlor. Stay away from any massage parlors in Cleveland. Aside from that, the Saints are taking the win. Houston, you guys have been having some very close games the last few weeks, but the losing continues when you guys play the Titans. Sorry to say it. There's potential for you, but anyways, this next game should be a good one. I want to go with the Giants, but 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins is just too good right now. Vikings get the win, let's be honest. Next up, we have a battle of mid-teams as the Raiders head to Schittsburg to play the Steelers. Depending on who is starting for the Steelers, either way, the Raiders are going back to Vegas with a win. Here's a game that should be an interesting one. The Seahawks are still in the hunt for a playoff spot. But going against the Chiefs, it looks as though they'll find themselves on the outside looking in. Bengals versus Patriots should be an interesting one as well, but the Bengals increase their lead in the AFC North and get the win over the Patriots. The Lions, my God, have been on a fucking warpath their last 7 games, going 6-1. That warpath will continue when the Lions beat the Panthers. You know, the fact that all the NFC South teams have losing records and someone with a losing record gets into the playoffs is kind of mind-baffling. In any case, the Ravens get the win and keep things close with the Bengals. I still cannot believe how things turned out in the Sunday night game between the Giants and Redskins. Yes, I know I'm still talking about it, but whatever. I honestly say that the Redskins win out for their remaining schedule. Plus, with Purdy being hurt, Chase Young finally making his season debut, Debo still being out, and Run CMC being questionable, the Redskins get the win. Finally, for Saturday night, we have one of, if not the biggest rivalries in the NFC East as the Eagles head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Jalen Hurts might be injured, but get ready, Dallas, cause what you gonna do when Minshew Mania runs wild on you? Now let's move on to the Sorry about that. Now let's move on to the Sunday games Let's move on to the Sunday games on Christmas Day. Getting things started, Green Bay heads down to South Beach to take on the Dolphins. If people continue to believe that Green Bay still has a chance to make the playoffs and save their season, congratulations, moron. You're an idiot. Miami gets the win over Green Bay. Do I have to pick a winner between the Broncos and fucking Rams? Fuck! Fine. Rams over the Broncos. God damn it. Another game of mid. Fucking Bucks over Cardinals. I don't fucking know. Colts, best believe I'm not picking you guys to win a game after blowing the biggest lead in NFL history. But if Brandon Staley is your head coach, then you guys would be blowing leads constantly. Either way, the Chargers get the win, although if the game ends in a tie, that won't be too surprising either. This football season has been insane. Like I've been saying, we are in the upside fucking down. The fact that the Lions are actually doing this good really says a lot. Anyways, once the playoffs start, things are going to be very interesting. For now, hope everyone enjoys the holidays and has fun with their families. Until next time, peace in the Middle East and peace